I put out a video on the ongoing cheating stuff that's going on in the game, and mostly I think put out what I had to say there. It was much easier to do it scripted and not live on a live stream. So I will leave that as my sort of all-encompassing coverage of what happened, and if it continues on, maybe there will be another video, but it does sound like CIG is trying to take some action against it immediately and in the short to long term. So I'll give you that update here. Wolf said, "Hi everyone. We've observed a recent increase in exploits and cheating in-game and want to acknowledge everyone who's taken the time to report these issues. It's genuinely appreciated. Historically, we've taken a more relaxed approach to third-party tools. This was intentional, allowing space for community-driven efforts like localization, VR integrations, and other creative contributions. However, with our growing player base and increased engagement, we've reached a new threshold, one where exploiters see greater opportunity in targeting the game. In response to the recent spike in abuse, we'll be tightening our anti-cheat measures to better protect both the integrity of the game and the experience for the broader community that continues to shape it. While we won't be sharing specifics, we want to reassure you that recent updates have already made a substantial impact. We've also issued a large wave of account bans and will continue to take enforcement actions as needed. To be clear, exploiting or cheating is strictly against our terms, regardless of intent or the current stage of development. We understand some users may be experimenting, acting out of curiosity, or believe they're helping expose issues, but even these actions can be disruptive and damaging to the game. This behavior can lead to serious consequences up to and including permanent account closure. We'll continue monitoring the situation and taking whatever steps are necessary to ensure fair play. Thanks again for continuing to report issues as they arise." Best thing you can do is always just report issues and put in proof, whether it's a cheat or a glitch or whatever it might be. Giving them straightforward feedback in the avenues they've made available is much better than messages on every YouTube video that come out from the company in the 2 weeks that problem is happening. The social network marketing person will be making a post about a new plushie coming into the game, and somebody's like, "Yeah, but cheaters are running amok." It's like, well, yeah, bro, go send in the report. So a couple things here. They do say they are tightening their anti-cheat measures, but there's no details there, obviously, for good reason. We'll have to see where this goes. It doesn't sound like they are planning on moving away from easy anti-cheat, and a lot of people believe that easy anti-cheat is a big part of the problem. Many people also believe a big part of the problem is how much of the game is client authoritative. And also another big part of the problem is like the same one we deal with all the time in every possible situation. The game's super unfinished. So even if there is a glitch, it could look like cheating because there's so many glitches and they do so many weird things. And like that's not unique to Star Citizen, but it does tend to happen more in Star Citizen. Kind of a bummer. It also is like, because the game is so unfinished, they have content in weird positions where you're spending way more time earning for something than it feels is necessary because there's no other rewards or things to do. And so you spend all this time and effort doing that, and then it gets knocked out by some stupid f***. And that, you know, nobody wants to play a game where that's happening. So it can definitely have an impact on the game, and I'm glad to see that they're responding to it quickly, but we'll see what happens with this over the course of the free fly. There is a free fly going on, so you can make free accounts and keep doing this. How much effort do people really want to put into this? Casual folks just like trying out to have fun? Probably not very much. But there is a pretty dedicated community of people who are trying to get in on this. If you want to see about it, it's in my video. I show the forum pages where they're talking about it, what they're talking about, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, they were wiping out huge groups of people. What cheats? There's no cheats. Ticket closed. They need to create the advocacy to go in there and catch all the folks doing the dastardly deeds in the UEE territories. Sorry, you're out of luck when there's no law. But yeah, this is the update that we have for now. Like I said, we don't know how this affects the game. We'll see if things slow up or if things continue as they have been, and then we'll report on that if they do. Honestly, it would be interesting to know whether or not it's the reports that slow up or the actual cheats that slow up. But either way, that's the latest.